Hello everybody and welcome back to the Healthy Orange Movie Reviews. I'm your host, Bennett Campbell Ferguson, and I'm joined by Mo Shaunette and Maxwell Meyers. And today we're talking about The Big Short. So I want to start by asking you guys, starting with you, Mo. This movie's an experiment. It's a combination of satire, of comedy, of drama, of really weird but very effective celebrity cameos. Do you think this experiment works?
I think so. I think it's a tough thing to pull off, but the story supports it. With this movie, they film it in this documentary style, where it's like they'll zoom in, they'll be out of focus for bits. It's handheld cameras, and it gives you this feeling like this is truth because it's really happened. This is stuff that actually happened. Even if the characters aren't real, Mark Baum wasn't a real person, he was based on other people. Same with Jared Vennant, same with Charlie Geller and Jamie Shipley. But you do feel this reality of it. But the story is so absurd, so out of this world crazy, that you need to, that if they go into these moments of absurdity where it's like, here's a famous celebrity to explain to you the ins and outs of the housing market, you go with it because it's like, this is crazy, but so is the story. Mm-hmm. So is the shit that happened.
Yeah.
So I think it's warranted, and it's an interesting experiment, and it pays off. And I think it worked really well, and I have to congratulate Adam McKay and all the actors and everyone who worked on it for putting together a movie like this.
Max?
I agree wholeheartedly. I don't know if it would work all the time. I think the absurdity of the situation definitely helps, but also the content of it, it's really confusing stuff, and it's stuff I've never had to deal with because I've never had to buy a home, but even I feel like it doesn't apply to everyone, and they're talking a lot of big things, CDOs, AAA, all these, not the company, like types of loans and stuff, and all these things, and it's a lot to take in. And so it does help to have Margot Robbie in a bathtub explain it to me, and I think that was very clever. Or Selena Gomez and some brain surgeon demonstrate synthetic CDOs.
Yeah,
synthetic CDOs,
Yeah.
which then you find out what it is, and you're like, that's absurd. It doesn't make any sense, and it's then I think it all works, and it's hinged based on that one thing of also not knowing a lot about this. I don't think I need a celebrity to explain to me the ins and outs of baking, because you could just do that. I mean, it's not nearly as complex as the housing market and the stocks and all this stuff that they deal with, and so it does help to have them explain that to me. And the whole thing is just absurd, and it paid off in a big way. It was one of the best movies I saw last year. Well, best movie I saw of last year, I should say. I saw it yesterday.
Yeah.
Well, I concur with both of you guys. I mean, this is a terrific movie. I mean, the movie's whole purpose is really to explain what happened, how the recession began, and I think there's something so ingenious about making a movie where someone like Selena Gomez walks in to explain that to us. And the funny thing is, like watching the movie, I was thinking, that's kind of patronizing. They think I'm that stupid,
And so do the banks.
Yeah. Well, that's what I think. I admit, when Selena Gomez was explaining that, suddenly I was a lot more interested. I mean, this is a very ingenious movie, and it's an educational movie, but it's educational in a very witty, self-deprecating, entertaining, and therefore more convincing way.
Yeah.
Which brings me to my next question. This movie makes the case that the whole housing market, the economy, was destroyed by all this reckless, illegal behavior. Beyond the film's artistic success, which I think we all agree it is an artistic success, do you think it makes the case that this kind of behavior is what caused the economic meltdown, and that this behavior is still going on today?
Yes.
I think so, because it's like I'm just remembering the scene where they're in Miami and they're talking to this real estate broker played by Max Greenfield, and he's talking about like all the houses he's sold to people who obviously can't pay their mortgages, and Steve Carell, Mark Baum goes, "Why is he admitting to this?" And his friend goes, "He's not admitting, he's bragging."
Right.
And it's like, you're right there with him, just you can't believe this happened. This was just a giant clusterfuck of greed and irresponsibility that led to just almost the end of the world.
Yeah. The world financial. Like it wasn't just us, it was everywhere.
Yeah. Like there's that scene where Brad Pitt's in a pub in England and people are like, "You're making $10 million. Are you a drug dealer or a banker? Because if you're a banker, then fuck off."
That was a great scene.
I can't believe. I think it's. Again, this is the good in me going, all right, that happened. Clearly, it got out of hand. There's no way it could still be going on today. But if that movie has taught me anything, is that don't trust any of that. That of course, that's like that one optimistic guy on Steve Carell's team. That would be me. I'm like, that can't be right. That could no. Shut up, Max. All right. So I would like to say it's not, but maybe it is.
Yeah, I mean that's one thing I was thinking about watching the movie. Like I was thinking, wow, this movie has convinced me, what not just an economic travesty this was, but a moral travesty as well, and also convinced me that it could easily happen again.
Yeah.
But to the point where it was working on me so well that I was thinking, like, God, I should really fact check this stuff, because this I could almost see myself like basing life decisions on this movie. That it's so skillfully made. It's like I better check that and I think that's a testament to how good it is.
Once it was over, I was like, I'm never buying a house ever.
Yeah.
Because all I wanted was a house, and then I saw this, I was like, oh God, I don't want a house. But yeah.
I also thought this is the best Bernie Sanders campaign commercial.
Oh my God, yes.
Oh, Bernie, please bring it up during the debate.
Yes.
It's sort of interesting, like, just thinking about that, and this is a tangent. I'm going off on a tangent right now, but 13 Hours has also come out. And that is Michael Bay's Benghazi movie.
Oh, yes.
Right, yes.
And I feel, like, people expected that to be, like, the big, because that's become a thing.
Yeah.
That's become a political thing, not just,
yeah.
like, I had a point, but I didn't. That's become a thing, is Benghazi. And so this movie comes out and you kind of expect it to be like this cudgel to be used against Hillary Clinton.
Right.
From what I'm hearing, it's like Michael Bay kind of does his best to shy away from that. That's more just about like, these are soldiers on the ground who risk their lives to save this guy, and that's heroic and cool, and we should celebrate that.
Yeah.
Even if they're mercenaries.
Right.
And like, people are still going to use it that way.
Yeah.
But I just thought that was interesting. And then you got this contrasting with The Big Short, which is a campaign for socialist reform.
Yeah.
Just accountability.
Yeah.
I felt like
Sure.
that was that one thing, you're just sitting there like, these people couldn't be that dumb. Like that would seem like to be the common theme, like the question that comes like, no, that can't be right.
But that's the thing. They think they're smart. They thought they were gaming the system. But if everyone is doing that, then the boat's gonna crash.
Yeah.
Right. Well, I think the really breathtaking thing in this movie is you keep looking at these people like the Max Greenfield character you mentioned, and thinking don't they care? Don't they feel any sense of responsibility? And the movie's answer is no, they don't care at all. They that just it does not matter to them what effect their actions are going to have on everyone else, and that's a really scary thing for a movie to say, and I appreciated that it said it.